Abby! Where on earth are you? I got a call from your mom right now. She says she's been looking everywhere for you. Abby! A! B! B! Why?
What do you want? Quit ringing up my phone. It's way too early to deal with you. We're done. So I need you to quit acting as if you're my boyfriend or caretaker or whatever. This needs to stop.
To be completely honest with you, I hadn't even thought about you since the day you decided to cheat on me. I'm only reaching out to you because today's the day that we scheduled for the meeting about our divorce. Our lawyers are arriving at 10 o'clock. I told you that the two of us needed to be here an hour early to finish all the paperwork. Why are you still not here?
Cut me some slack. We don't need a full hour to finish that.
I'm really getting tired of your games. We rescheduled this meeting once already because you said that today would be a better day. I'm spending New Year's Eve doing all of this instead of seeing my family because you said you wanted to finish everything before New Year's. Just come as soon as you can. Let's get this over with already.
Actually, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I've decided to spend the day with Russell. So I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to reschedule this meeting again.
You gotta be kidding me. What the hell do you mean?
I mean, I'm gonna spend today and the beginning of the year with Russell, so I can't come to today's meeting.
Cancel whatever plans and come here right now.
We're already on our way to the airport, so...
Well, come back then!
We can't! We're already on the highway. Oops. I told him that I wanted to spend New Year's Eve at the beach, and he got the tickets right away. Isn't he amazing? And he booked a hotel suite for us, so I'm probably spending the best New Year's of my life there. People who have money really are just different, aren't they?
I can't believe how blind I was to marry you in the first place.
Whatever. Just finish the paperwork on your own and get the divorce over with. Thanks!
You can't just leave everything to me. We need to discuss the terms of the divorce. You'll end up regretting it if you leave it all to me.
I'll be seeing you next year!
I'm so done with you. You shouldn't even be riding an airplane anyways. Your baby is due this month. Just go home and keep the baby safe.
It's fine. The due date isn't until 3 weeks later, and I'll be back home by then. Besides, the baby daddy's gonna be right beside us for the whole trip. I'm sure he'll take care of me if anything happens.
I feel like you're underestimating the amount of danger and complexity that comes with giving birth. Have you never heard of stories of mothers giving birth on airplanes and getting themselves into life or death situations?
Can you quit acting like you're some kind of expert or something? You know nothing about birth, nor do you know how it feels to be pregnant, since you're a man. I know my body, and I'm saying I'm fine.
Well, I know that certain conditions of the mother can mess with the due dates of babies. For example, being extremely tired after traveling long distances right before giving birth.
Whatever. This baby in my tummy isn't even yours anyway. You don't have the right or responsibility to be worrying about this. Are you still into me or something? Too bad I'm stuck with a rich guy now. Sucks to be you.
I'm worried about the baby because no matter how horrible the parents are, the baby is always innocent, and they don't deserve to be put in danger because of their parents' ego.
You're definitely still into me, aren't you?
How on earth did the conversation that we just had lead to that conclusion?
Whatever, it doesn't matter. I belong to Russell now, so you don't have any say in anything I do. Got it.
Whatever. But even if you end up regretting your own actions, I'm not gonna help you out.
Sure.
Just give me a date where you can come and discuss the terms for the divorce. A day that you can come for sure.
Yeah, let me check right now. I get home from the trip on the 2nd of January, so I can show up for any date after that.
I'll try contacting our lawyers to see if we can reschedule it on that day. Wait here.
Hurry up!
Exactly at noon on the 3rd of January. And this is final. We'll meet up at your house so that you won't have a chance of standing us up anymore. just stay in bed until the time comes. And don't even think about rescheduling this time. I have the divorce permit that you signed when you left with Russell, so I'll sign my part and turn it in today. Sounds good?
Sure, just hurry up and get it over with. We're pulling up to the parking lot of the airport right now, so I'll leave the rest to you. But bye!
I just hope nothing happens to the baby.
Hey, Ken. It turns out that I can't do the meeting on the 3rd earlier, so sorry. Reschedule it again. Thank you.
You have to be joking right now. It's only been a day since we agreed on that day! You know, it's not just me that you're creating trouble for by selfishly rescheduling our meetings like this. Our lawyers and everyone else involved are reserving precious time out of their day to help us out. How could you disregard all of that just for your personal needs?
Calm down. I actually have a proper reason this time.
What could possibly be more important than this meeting?
Well, the thing is, you know how my due date was pretty close, right?
I mean, yeah, we just went over that yesterday.
So I ended up giving birth to my baby earlier than expected, which was yesterday.
I hate when people say this, but I told you so, for God's sake! Did you at least make it through the airplane ride?
Duh, of course you did. And like I told you yesterday, I can tell what's happening to my own body.
You wouldn't have gone on that trip in the first place if you did.
Oh, shut up! My water broke right when we checked into our hotel room. So my darling Russell called the ambulance for me, and I was sent to the nearest emergency hospital. I ended up giving birth right then and there.
Once again, I told you so! Your mom contacted me yesterday to apologize about your selfish behavior. And she told me how you traveled all the way to the beach resort on the coast side. Isn't it common sense that a pregnant lady shouldn't travel long distances?
Could you please just stop sticking your nose into my business? I'm not your wife anymore, and you're nothing to me either. The baby isn't even yours, so don't try and act like it's guardian or something. We're nothing to each other, so stop acting like we are.
I was wrong for thinking you could possibly take this seriously. Whatever. Well, when are you coming back then?
Let's see. I just gave birth yesterday, so you couldn't possibly expect me to come back tomorrow as planned, can you?
Unlike you, I'm a reasonable person, so no. Just tell me when you're coming back.
Can't you just finish the whole procedure without me?
Seriously? You made us wait all this time, and now you want us to do everything by ourselves?
I need some alone time with my baby. You should be more understanding about my situation. Right now is the time for us to take in the joy and excitement of being blessed with the new life that has entered me and Russell's lives. I shouldn't be needing to tell you these things for you to notice. You're clearly the one who should be the gentleman here and back down. This is why guys like you get cheated on by amazing women like me.
Fine. But this means we'll be making all the decisions about the conditions of the divorce without you. Are you sure about this?
Yeah, just get it over with. I'll be hearing about the results from my parents afterwards, so make sure to never contact me again. It makes me sad seeing you in such a miserable state after I left you. Thank God I won't have to see your face ever again. Oh, and by the way, I was planning on asking you for one last favor.
What do you want?
I need you to leave the house we are living in.
Why would you want me to do that?
That house is in my dad's name. It only makes sense that you leave since we already got divorced. Me and my new family will be moving in and building our bright and amazing future there. I don't need a loser like you to be getting in the way of that, so please be my guest and leave the house.
I've already moved out long before. Why would I want to stay in a house that reminds me of the horrible things you did to me? All the furniture is gone and no one lives there anymore.
Oh, great. I'm glad you did something right for once. Well, then, I'm starting to get sleepy. The effort it takes to be a mom, am I right? Good night. To see ya never again.
Mrs. Fletcher, it's me, Ken. Happy New Year's. I mean, I'm not sure whether it's a happy time in my life right now, but I'm trying my best to stay strong through this.
Good evening, Ken. I'm so sorry about my granddaughter making you go through all of this. Did she make a call about the news to you? About her baby?
I received a text from her that she gave birth at the vacation site. I heard about it just last night.
Oh, I cannot believe that girl. How irresponsible could a person possibly be? She's my own daughter, but this was a seriously dangerous action by her, towards herself and the baby. I even told her multiple times to come back because it was too close to her due date, but she just wouldn't listen. And as we all expected, this was the result. It isn't just her, but also that Russell boy. He should have been there to stop her from putting his baby in danger.
Tell me about it. I really just hope that everyone stays safe. By the way, Mrs. Fletcher, would you possibly be going to the hospital that Abby is staying at right now?
Yes, she told us that she and her boyfriend have decided to stay here for a while before returning, so my husband and I are on our way. Even though she's the way she is, Abby is still our daughter. So we need to do whatever is best for her, and most importantly, the baby.
If that's the case, I was wondering if I could ask for a favor from you. Could you please give it a hear?
Of course, honey. What could it be?
The truth is, I have doubts about whose child the baby is. So I was wondering if you could please help me get a DNA sample of the baby to turn it in and check who the real father is.
Why would you have doubts about who the father is?
Abby's been saying that the biological father of the baby is Russell, but it seems that she hasn't properly checked whether that was true or not. And to be honest, I still haven't given up completely about the baby being my child. And if it is my child, then I can say without a doubt that I could give her my everything to make her the happiest they could be. On the other hand, I'm not sure whether a couple like Abby and Russell could protect the baby, nor set an example of what kind of adult they should aspire to be.
I understand what you mean.
Thank you for understanding. Could I please ask you to do this? For both me and the baby? This information is necessary for me to even have a chance of obtaining legal rights as a parent of the baby.
So you'll be going against each other in court over the parenting rights?
Yes. I've been trying to make this happen, but Abby's been avoiding my confrontation through this way and that. I need your help to make this happen. Please. I know it'll be a hassle to do this, but you're the only person who I can ask for help from.
If this is for a better future for the baby, then I'll do it.
Thank you so much. I'll be forever in your debt.
Ken? What the hell is going on? What did you do? I need you to reply right now. I know you're part of this.
What do you want now?
Why are the lawyers telling me that my daughter is your biological child? It's literally impossible that this is happening.
Oh, you're talking about the results of the DNA test that you received today. Yeah, I saw it too. I was hoping so, but didn't expect her to actually be my daughter. Thank God!
This is physically impossible, and you know it. You cheated, didn't you? You paid the company to switch up the results. I know you did.
I made sure to ask a reliable company to carry out the test. There's no way that I could have changed the results to my advantage.
I don't care. You've probably somehow found a way to get around it.
If you can't believe the results, then you could just have it checked on your side again. No matter how many times you try, the results aren't gonna change.
There's no reason to test this again. You and I both know this isn't our baby.
Why are you so confident about that?
You know why? We haven't done anything like that with each other for at least the past year. It just doesn't add up.
I guess you really don't remember about that night.
What night?
The night you came back home blacked out drunk. As soon as you got home, you came all over me. I was surprised that you hadn't tried to do anything with me in a while, but I guess you really were too drunk to even remember.
Me? With a guy like you? I've despised you for the longest time. There's no way that could have happened.
I did the math. The day that happened just adds up with the day you gave birth to our daughter. That's why I asked your parents to help me get a DNA sample of the baby. And it turns out that my doubts were in fact true.
You brought my parents into this? I can't believe they'd do something like this to me!
Judging by the way you cheated on me in the first place, and even went as far as to put your baby in danger to fulfill your own pleasure, I'm pretty sure you'd understand why they made that decision.
They betrayed their own daughter!
Whatever. This is all the proof I need. Since that child is biologically related to me, I have the legal right to fight for the rights as her parent.
Russell gave me the happiness that you never gave me. We could have had a happy family together, but you always ruin everything.
I mean, you still get that douchebag. So you haven't lost everything.
Russell left me yesterday. All because you couldn't keep quiet about that one night. He got angry that I almost tricked him into raising your baby.
That's on you for not checking earlier on. You might have been able to avoid losing him if you hadn't waited to tell him until after the baby was born. I pity him for getting stuck with an irresponsible cheater like you.
You shut up!
He probably feels betrayed. Being told that he's the father of a baby, and finding out that she's actually the child of another man. Probably feels almost as if he was cheated on. I guess God's decided that you're not fit for happiness. Sorry.
How could you say something like that?
Now that I have proof, I'll be seeing you in court. I'll fight with my life for the parenting rights of my daughter. I can't leave my precious baby with a delinquent like you.
You're trying to take her away from me too? You can't!
I can. I'm her biological father. And you probably can't even provide for her anyways. Don't worry, I'll be sure to make her the happiest girl in the world.
I'll never hand her over. The mother wins in most cases like this. You have no chance at winning. It's statistically proven.
Come on, Abby, just think about it. You broke up with the guy you cheated on me with, who you were financially reliant on. So you're too broke to raise a child. And both of your parents agree that it would be better off for the child for me to raise her. They're so committed in supporting me that they're saying that they'll cut connections with you after we settle this case.
What?
Besides, the only reason that mothers win more often than fathers is because they usually have a better facilitated environment to raise a child. You have practically no income right now, and you have no support from your parents or another man. On the other hand, my workplace is super supportive towards parents, and there's even a company-run preschool in the building. On top of that, I work from home on most days, so I have the environment to take good care of her.
But she needs her mother's love.
You've proven to be insufficient in providing love to others. My parents, your parents, and my sister are all saying they'll support me through this. Think of the happiness of the child. Let go of your ego, Abby.
Ken!
What?
Don't you think the best choice to make for us is to get back together?
Very funny. You're joking, right?
I'm dead serious. The environment for raising a child that you just told me about sounds amazing. The only missing piece is me, her mother. With that environment and the love by her mother, we'll be able to raise her in an environment that most parents could only dream of. So I say we get back together.
Nah.
What?
Do you really think I could leave my princess with an irresponsible, unreasonable, crazy lady like you? Oh, hell no! Having no mother is better than having a mother like you.
I can't believe you!
You'll be hearing from me through my lawyer from now on.
Wait!
Farewell, Abby. First things first, I was able to obtain legal rights as the parent of my daughter, as expected. Russell, the man that my ex-wife cheated on me with, paid his part in the compensations and disappeared like thin air. My ex-wife tried to go back to the house that we used to live together in after court, but her father had already sold the house since it was in his name, and no one lives there now. The money that was earned by selling the house was given to me as compensation and education fees. But in exchange for paying for these fees instead of their daughter, Abby's parents banned her from entering their household forever. All because she decided to cheat on me. Abby lost her parents, her daughter, her house, and even the man she cheated on me with. I heard that she was crying in front of her old house for a few hours, but our neighbors called the police on her for being suspicious, and she was forced to walk away. After that, a friend of mine told me that he had seen her get onto a bus headed for the subway station, and no one has seen her ever since.